So, we've established that you're a portal. You sometimes play music. And you can give me things. Would you want to be useful? Can you, I don't know, give me something to drink? I'm not sure I can drink this. Try again? I think you're fucking with me. I was doing something, wasn't I?
I think it's time to blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
Somewhere in the dark and nasty regions where nobody goes stands an ancient castle. Deep within this dank and uninviting place lives Burke.
Hello.
Overworked servant of the thing upstairs.
Burke, feed me.
But that's nothing compared to the horrors that lurk beneath the trapdoor. For there is always something down there, in the dark, waiting to come out.
So this is Trapdoor, a 1984 claymation created by Terry Brain and Charlie Mills, who ran the company BrainBox Mills, and also produced another 80s kids show called Stop It and Tidy Up. In later years, Terry Brain would work with Aardman Animations as one of their animators for Chicken Run and Wallace and Gromit. Okay. Trapdoor, the show that may or may not be the reason why I'm a little strange. Each episode is about 4 minutes long, and because of that, I've decided that instead of doing 1 or 2 episodes, I'm going to talk about the entire series. The main characters are Burke, Boney, and Drut. They spend their life running around the lower levels of the ancient castle they live in and getting into all sorts of trouble, mainly in trouble involving the trapdoor. Hence the title of the show. Basically, if they aren't opening the trapdoor themselves, and they do with alarming regularity despite knowing what will happen, some monster opens it and decides to cause havoc.
I wouldn't recommend it. I'll do nicely. Oh. What did I say? What did I say? Oi! Who asked you in?
So, any chance of that drink yet? Half-eaten packet of biscuits. This isn't a drink. Anyway. The other recurring characters are the thing upstairs, which is basically, I think, a monster who owns the castle, and also is Burke's boss. We never see him, or at least we never see all of him, and most of the time we just hear his voice. There's also Rog, one of the friendlier trapdoor inhabitants, who just likes hanging out with the gang, not intending to cause trouble, and there's also this one thing called Bubo.
Ah! Oh, behind me, thank you. Now you have sealed your doom, little creature, I am going to reduce you to a custard and serve you up as pudding for him upstairs. Come here!
The rest of the monsters only really show up once per episode. Some get reoccurring roles, but the main one is where they all return when Burke finds a radio and they just can't help but have a party.
Hello, children.
It spoke.
Want to hear a nice bedtime story?
Ooh, I like this. I say, what a dreadful racket. Come on, Boney. If you had a body, you could boogie.
Creepy, crawly, slimy things that stick on your skin.
Yeah.
Foreign beasts with tentacles that want to pull you in. Squirmy worms, slugs, and snails that lie there in a goo. They'll wait down there forever till they get their hands on you.
The monsters are quite strange. They vary from cute to weird to absolutely horrifying. My personal favourites are the mushroom, the onion thing, though that's technically from him upstairs' garden, and of course Rock.
That was fun.
Really hot up here. Can I get a drink now? Fine, I'll go get my own drink.
Right, I thought you were that little thing. Ah, there you are. Well, you're going back down that trapdoor, you little grot. Now, are you going to come quietly, or am I going to be obliged? Oh!
Who's that?
Hello.
Who is that?
It's me, sir.
Burke?
Burke, sorry.
Is it you?
Faithful Burke.
What are you doing all in my boudoir?
Oh, no, just empty
you
me.
dozy
Just-
great blue
No,
lump?
I'm just emptying the garbage out, sir. What?
Burke, stand still so I can thump you.
No, sir, no, wardrobe, sir. No.
Where was I? Oh right, the episodes don't lose anything in being short, either. The creators did a fantastic job of getting everything you need into those 4 minutes, and if you're a film student or you make films, like me, then you know how much you can fit into just those 4 minutes. They're quick, concise, and they get the job done. The characters are all mental, and they were also all voiced by the late Willie Rushton, who died 10 years after the show ended. Trapdoor has 2 seasons. The first goes on for about 20 to 25 episodes and ends with Burke leaving when he gets sick of everything being weird as hell. It's kind of sad when it happens, as they have him wandering off into the wilderness, leaving his friends behind without so much as a goodbye. Of course, that's completely forgotten and pretty much retconned when the second season came around. This only ran for about 15 episodes, making 40 episodes in total. You get the feeling that maybe they didn't want to make the second season because of the shorter run, but also because of the final episode ever. The last episode is actually quite horrifying for a children's thing. What happens is Rog comes to visit, but so does the monster we saw in the first episode. Rog gets angered by the Monster Munch looking monster, and the two run out of the castle to fight. When the rest of the gang catch up, they find Rog fighting the horrible red thing, as it's called.
I'm angry. Really cross.
Oh, good.
Rog loses the fight. Burke and Co. then go over to check on him and to make sure he's alright. Burke thinks that he's sleeping, and then Boney has to explain to him and the children watching that he isn't asleep.
Boney.
No, Burke.
But what's the matter with him? He won't move.
I'm afraid he's gone.
Oh, poor brave Rog.
And then the credits roll, and they traumatise the kids before pulling a complete fake-out partway through the credits and reveal that Rog is getting back up and everything's okay and it's awesome again. And then, well, you'll really have to watch this series because I don't, I don't want to go into it. Horrible. Thing is, I didn't see that final episode until last year when I was sat watching the entire 2 series in the kitchen with my flatmates. University days well spent. I screamed. A 4-minute long claymation for kids made me scream. Stop laughing. Thoughts on this? Well, it's weird as hell, bizarre, strange, and I love every 160 minutes of it. Even the final episode. Although I might be a little bit biased, so I asked some of my friends to take a look and see what they thought. Most of their responses were this.
What? What the fuck did I just watch?
Seriously, what the hell?
Apparently my friends don't understand my love for this, and they probably never will. To me, it's a fantastic piece of my childhood. To everyone else, it's possibly the reason why I lost my sanity in a shoebox long ago. I just sort of recommend brace yourself for the final episode. It's really, really fucking weird, even by trapdoor standards. On a more serious note, the stop motion looks like it had a lot of work put into it, particularly if you end up looking at the scenes where Burke does his mad cooking. And it's got one of the best and most memorable theme tunes of my childhood. The fact that there's no real point doesn't really make much of a difference, so I recommend you give it a try. Even if it is a little bit strange. I mean, I suppose the flaws are that it's a little too strange and there's some lack of continuity and there's no real plot. Every episode could easily be the same. It's got the same premise. Monster comes out of trapdoor, causes trouble, everything gets resolved. That's pretty much the plot for each episode. But they managed to make it interesting each time, because you wonder how the monsters are going to come out, or if they're going to open the trapdoor. At one point, Burke nails the trapdoor shut, and it still manages to cause trouble. But these are kind of things that if you want to be pedantic, fine. It's weird, there's no continuity, and the plot is fairly samey for each episode. But I don't watch it for that. I don't watch it. I watch it for the weirdness. I don't watch it for a good, strong plot. I watch it to keep me, or if you're a parent, to keep your child occupied for about 4 to 10 minutes, depending on how many episodes are running. It's a buffer zone. I'm guessing they used to put it in between episodes. It was there to keep you occupied for a couple of minutes while, I don't know, your parents ran around trying not to trip over all the toys you left on the floor. So, Purple, I hope you haven't got any weird ideas from that. You son of a bitch. Oh, and my lack of reviews lately can be blamed entirely on essays.
Creepy, crawly, slimy things that stick onto your skin. Horrid beasts with tentacles that want to pull you in. Squirmy worms, slugs, and snails that lie there in a goo. They'll wait down there forever till they get their hands on you. Open that trapdoor! You're a fool if you dare!
Right, it's bonking time. I loves a bit of bonking. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, can't remember the rest. Oh. 12!